November 2016 past exam paper. This is November 2016 session, syllabus 4030/1. This is paper 1. So let's look at the first equation. So here the golden rule of paper 1 is to use neither mathematical table, no slide rule, no calculators. So we'll do the mental work here. So for number 1, find the value of 0,4 times 0,002, giving your answer is a decimal fraction. So here we first count the number of decimals of our answer. So the total number of decimals, that will be the decimal decimal count of our final answer. So it's 1, 2, 3, then 4. Therefore our final answer will have 4 decimal places. Therefore 4 times 2 is 8. Then we count 4 decimal places from right to the left. So here our answer was 8. 4 times 2 is 8. And how many decimal places? It's 1, 2, 3, then 4. Therefore here our final answer is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on part B, 2/5 of 15x minus 3x times 1 in the third. Here of means we are multiplying. Therefore let me rewrite this 2/5 times 15x. You can see here that there is a mixed fraction. Let me turn it into improper. So this becomes 4/3. Now I am multiplying before subtracting. That's both mass. 5 into 15 is 3, then 3 into 3 is 1. Therefore here will be 2 times 3x minus x times 4. So 2 times 3x is 6x. X times 4 is 4x. 6x minus 4x is equals to 2x. So this will be our final answer. Number 2, 2,54 times 10 to the power minus 1 in ordinary form. So in standard form, if we have a negative power on 10, it means these are the number of zeros before a number. Therefore here we know that we have 1 0 before these numbers, or we can just divide by 10. Let's convert this into a fraction. So it's 2,54 times 1/10. Therefore 10 into 2 is 0, then 10 into 25 is 2. So we continue to divide. So we are left with 0,254. So this will be our final answer, or we can just put 1 0 before the numbers. Then on part B is a fraction in its lowest term. Therefore here is 254/1000, or we can take the long way. Here to remove the comma we multiply by 100. Let's multiply by 100 of 100. So this will give me 254/1000, or you can just count the decimal places here. These are the number of zeros, is 254/1000. Then we reduce to its lowest term by dividing by 2. So 254 divided by 2 is 127. 1000 divided by 2 is 500. So it's 127/500. And this is the lowest term. We cannot divide further. Then on part C is a percentage. We just take the decimal and multiply by 100. So my answer here will be 25,4%. Then number 3, you are required to evaluate 2 to the power 3 minus 2 to the power 0. So let's simplify the indices. 2 to the power 3 is 8, to the power 0 is 1. So 8 minus 1 is 7. So our final answer will be 7. On part B, the square root of 1,6 times 10 squared plus 9. So 10 squared here is 100. So it's 1,6 times 100 plus 9. So according to both mass, we first multiply. So it's 1,6 times 100 is 160 plus 9. So this will give me 169. Then the square root of 169, we all know that is 13. Then number 4, evaluate 413 base 5 minus 34 base 5, giving you answer in base 5. So there are two methods here. You can subtract it directly, or you can first convert to base 10. So I want to use the easiest method of first converting to base 10. So 413 base 5 to base 10 is 4 times 5 to the power 2. We know that this place value is for 0, this is for 1, this is for 2. So it's 4 times 5 squared plus 1 times 5 to the power 1 plus 3 times 5 to the power 0. 434 base 5 is 3 times 5 to the power 1 plus 4 times 5 to the power 0. So if we simplify this, we get 108. So this will be 4 times 25, which is 100. 1 times 5, which is 5. 3 times any number to the power 0 is 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. So 100 plus 5 plus 3 is 108. Here it's 15 plus 4, which is 19. Then we subtract here 108 minus 19. So 108 minus 19 is 89. Then we convert this back to base 5. So let's convert back. We divide by 5 here. 5 into 8 is 1 remainder, 3, 5 into 39 is 7 remainder, 4. Here it's 7 remainder, 4 here. Made a mistake here. 7 remainder, 4. Then 5 into 3. 5 into 17, 5 into 17 is 3, remainder 2, 5 into 3 is 0, remainder 3. So we will read upwards, so this will be 324 base 5. So this will be our answer, 324 base 5. Then on part B, express 7, 8 base 9 as a number in base 6. So first convert this to base 10, then to base 6. So to base 10 here is 7 times 9 to the power 1 plus 8 times 9 to the power 0. So this will give me 71 base 10, since it's 63 plus 8. Therefore, let's divide this by 6 to find the number in base 6. So 6 into 71 is 11 remainder 5. Then 6 into 11 is 1 remainder 5. Then 6 into 1 is remainder 1. Then we count down upwards. This 155 base 6. So this will be our final answer for part B. Then number 5, factorize 6mn minus 3n. So the first step is to find the highest common factor. So the highest common factor here is 3n. You can see that 3 can be divided into 6. Then here n can be divided into n and n. Therefore, let's factor out the highest common factor, 3n outside. So again, 3 into 6 is 2, n will cancel n, then we remain with m. 3n into 3n is 1, so it's 3n 2m minus 1. Then on part B, remove the brackets and simplify. So let's first remove this bracket. So 3 times x is 3x. Beware of this negative. This negative changes the signs inside the bracket. So this will become positive. 3 times 2 is 6y. So bear this in mind that a negative sign outside the bracket will change the sign inside the bracket. Therefore, I'll group like terms and positive terms. So starting with the positives. So x minus 3x plus 6y minus 2y, x minus 3x is minus 2x, 6y plus 2y is equals to 4y. Therefore, starting with the positive, it's 4y minus 2x. So this will be our final answer. The next number, this is a simultaneous equation. So I'm going to use, there are many methods to use here. There's the substitution method, there's the elimination and matrix method. So here I'm going to use the elimination. So I'm going to equate one of the values here. Then is for y, I want to equate for y, then I will multiply this by 2. So let me multiply the last equation by 2. So this becomes 8y plus 2y is equals to 2. Therefore, since I have a different sign, I'll just add and get a 0 here. the idea is to get rid of 2y here. So 3x plus 8x is 11x minus 2y plus 2y is 0. 9 plus 2 is 11. Then I will divide by 11 both sides. Then x is equals to 1. Then I will go back and substitute 1 here since x value is now found. Therefore, 3 times 1 minus 2y is equals to 9. 3 minus 9 is equals to 2y. Why? Because I have taken this negative 2y to the right side to remove the negative sign. It becomes the positive, and this y comes to the left and becomes a negative. So 3 minus 9, this will be 6, is 2y. Then I'll divide by 2 both sides. This will give me minus 3y. Minus 3 is equals to y, then x is equals to 1. So these are my answers. Then number 7, 61.7 degrees in degrees and minutes. So here we just multiply the decimal fraction here times 60 minutes, since there are 60 minutes is 60 minutes in an hour. So let me multiply 61 degrees, 0.7 is the fractional part, times 60 minutes. So 0.7 times 60 minutes is 42 minutes. So the final answer will be 61 degrees, 42 minutes. Then on part B, these 2 kilometers per hour, so there are 3,600 seconds in an hour. So multiply all the values by 3,600. So here I'm going to multiply 11 in the 2/3 meters times 3,600. Therefore, let's first turn this into improper and multiply. So this will be 3,600 times 35 over 3. Since 3 times 11 is 33 plus 2 is 35. So it's 35 over 3. Therefore, 3 into 36 is 12. So this will be 1,200. 1,200 times 35 meters. So here, 12 times 35, this is 420. Then we add this to 0, this will become 42,000 meters per hour. Then we divide by 1,000 meters to make it kilometers. So this will be 42 kilometers per hour. So this will be our speed in kilometers per hour. Then number 8, find the function of minus 2 given that function of x is equal to x squared over 4 minus 5 over 4. So here the idea is to substitute x for substitute x and put minus 2. Therefore, let me substitute. So I have substituted here minus 2 squared. So minus 2 squared, this will be 4, positive 4. So this will be 4 over 4 minus 5 over 4. If we have same denominators, we just add or subtract the numerator. So 4 minus 5 is minus 1. So my answer will be minus 1 over 4, which is minus a quarter. In part B, we are going to substitute again. We're given y plus z to the power x. Therefore, x is equal to 2, y is equal to minus 2, then z is equal to 5. Therefore, in bracket, we have minus 2 plus 5. Then x is 2, so it's minus 2 plus 5 squared. Minus 2 plus 5 is 3. So 3 squared is equal to 9. Then on number 9, the interior angles of a regular polygon are 144 degrees. Find the number of sides of the polygon. So I'm going to use the easiest method here is to use the exterior angle. So 360 over exterior angle will give us the number of sides here. So exterior angle, find it by subtracting this from 180. So this will be 360, 180 minus 44. So 360 over 36. 36 into 360 is 10. So this is a 10-sided polygon. Then on part B, state the number of lines of symmetry of the polygon. If the polygon is regular, then the number of sides is equal to the number of lines of symmetry. Therefore, this means we have 10 lines of symmetry. So number of sides goes to lines of symmetry, so this will be 10 lines of symmetry. Then on number 10 we've said find the value of 3 root 2 times 5 root 2. So let's multiply the numbers outside the root, then we'll multiply the roots. Therefore it's 3 times 5, which is outside this my 3, this my 5, then here root 2 times root 2. Therefore root 2 times root 2 will give me 2. You just remove the square root. Then 3 times 5 is 15. So this will be 15 times 2, which is 30. So that will be my final answer. On part B here, given that 6,782 times 65 is 440, 830, find the value of 6,782 times 0,65. You can see that if we multiply these numbers with 5 decimal places, so here it's a matter of playing with decimal places. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we come to our answer here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we put a comma here. So this will be 4,40830. Therefore the last is 0 after the comma. Does not matter, so it's 4,4083. So this will be my final answer. Then here on part 2 it's 440, 830 divided by 6,5. You can see that if we divide by 65 here, we can get this 440 divided by 830 will give me 6,782. Therefore if we reduce the numerator by 10 times, this means it will increase the value by 10 times. So here if we divide here by 10, the final answer will increase times 10. Therefore if we divide by 10, this will increase by 10, so we'll end a 0 here. So it's 67,820. This will be our final answer. So now the relationships of denominators when dividing and the relationships of decimal places when multiplying. Number 11, this is maps and scale. On a map, a length of 5 centimeters represents an actual distance of 1 kilometer. So we know that there are 100,000 centimeters in a kilometer. So this means 5 centimeters is representing 100,000 centimeters. Then you divide by 5 both sides. 5 into 100 is 20, so it's 1 centimeter is to 20,000 centimeters. So writing it in the form 1 is to n, it's 1 is to 20,000. Do not put centimeters here, just write 1 is to 25, 1 is to 20,000 units. Then on part B, calculate an actual distance in kilometers represented by 21 centimeters. Therefore, just multiply the map distance then a times n. So it's 21 times 20,000. So 21 times 2 is 42. Then we have 4 zeros. Therefore, this will be 420,000 centimeters. We know that there are 100,000 centimeters. So 420,000 divided by 100,000, this will be 4,2 kilometers. Or we'll just divide this by 5 centimeters. This is 21 divided by 5. This will give us 4,2, but in kilometers. Number 12, a cuboid of height 8 centimeters has a volume of 320 cubic centimeters. Find the volume of a cuboid of a height 6 centimeters. So here we use the scale ratio. The scale ratio, since we are dealing with volume, we'll raise it to the power 3. So the rule is similarity ratio to the power 3 is equal to volume. Therefore here the ratio of similarity is 6 centimeters over 8 centimeters. So the idea was 6, the idea was 8. Let's reduce that and cube. Therefore this will be 3 over 4 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 is 27. 4 to the power 3 is 64. So our ratio of 27 is to 64. So the cuboid with 8 centimeters. This will be represented by 64 here on the ratio. So 64 here is for 320 cubic centimeters. So to find for this, we just say 27 divided by 64 times this. So 27 divided by 64 times 3, 64 into 3, 25, 27 times 5, this will be 135 cubic centimeters. So this will be the volume of a similar cuboid of height 6 centimeters. Number 13, let you the subject of the formula. So h is equal to m bracket v squared minus u squared over 2gx. So the first thing is to expand the bracket. Let me expand the bracket here. You can see that m multiplies everything into bracket. And the next step is to remove this denominator times 2gx times 2gx both sides. So this will remove 2gx here. So 2gx will multiply h, so this is our h, it will become 2ghx is equals to mv squared minus mv squared. Since we want to make u the subject of the formula, we take this to the left side. So mu squared is equals to mv squared minus 2ghx. I've taken this from the left to the right. Therefore, I will divide by m both sides, so that I'm left with the u squared. U squared is equal to mv squared minus 2ghx over m. To find u, we put a square root. Therefore, u will be the root of mv squared minus 2ghx over m. So this will be our subject of formula. U will be the subject of formula.